celebrate the abundance of God's triumphs. That's what we're going to talk about today on Strength for Today. This is Monday, January the 7th, 2013. We have 3 birthdays today. First of all, we want to celebrate yesterday on Sunday, January the 6th, was Venus Searle's birthday. Happy birthday, Venus. And then today is Joan Hines' birthday, Liz Thompson's birthday, and Bobby Young. Call these folks and wish them a happy birthday. And I know it'll be a blessing to them. Celebrate the abundance of God's triumphs. Previously, last week, we were speaking on the 5 principles to guarantee success in the new year. So far, we've talked about care to ask God's thoughts, continue to accept God's theology, have the courage to attempt great things, commit to achieve the goals tendered. Now today, we're going to look at point number 5, celebrate the abundance of God's triumphs. And there are many to celebrate. The quality of a man's life is in direct proportion to his commitment to excellence, regardless of the chosen field or endeavor he is in. I firmly believe that any man's finest hour, his greatest fulfillment to all that he holds dear, is at the moment when he has worked his heart out and in good cause and lies exhausted in the field of battle, victorious. That's when he's given his best. We don't give up until we win. That's God's people, because we've read the back of the book and we win if we're with him. If you've chosen God's will and God's purpose, you're never going to lose. You're always going to win, so you can fight on till the victory comes. John 16:33. These things have I spoken to you that you might have peace. In the world you shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. If he overcome the world, so can we if we stick by him. Psalms 126 verse 5, one of my favorite 2 verses in the Bible. They that sow in tears shall reap in joy. He that goeth forth and weepeth, bearing precious seeds, shall doubtless come again with rejoicing, bringing his sheaves with him. Wilma Randolph suffered from polio as a child. Polio left her with a crooked left leg. She wore metal braces and she had to have treatments for over 6 years. But at the age of 11 years old, through sheer diligence and determination, she forced herself to walk without braces for the first time. Her older sister was a good runner, and at the age of 12, Wilma started to think about running. And so she talked to her coach and asked for a special time, and he said, I'll give it to you. And so in 2 years later, she outran every other girl on her high school team in Clarksville, Tennessee. 2 years later, in 1956, she ran the Olympics in Melbourne, Australia, and she won a bronze medal. 4 years later, in 1960 in Rome, she was ready and she had paid the price, and she won big in the 100-meter dash. She won the 200-meter dash, and she anchored in the United States relay team and won 3 gold medals. A lovely tribute and a lovely lady, a disabled little black girl who searched for gold medals and won them. In your ministry, are you going for the gold, or are you just trying to impress people? You're never going to impress people, but you can be used of God. So go for the gold. And remember to celebrate the abundance of God's triumphs. And he'll be your strength for today and your hope for tomorrow.